Okay. That's fun. Thank you. Okay, so let's go up here first. Let's do this one first. Why not? No, that's not what I wanted. Of course I button mash a bit. Right, you. Want a lot of great balls, please. Alright, what can I sell? Yeah, I can do that. And yes, I'm doing this on stream, don't mind me. Then I can get lots more Ultra Ball, not Ultra Balls, sorry, Great Balls. Or I can get 88 of those, and I don't want that much. That should make 100, hopefully, yep. Then the rest on... how many revives do I have? 4. I don't want 47, no. But 16 will do. Hopefully. Then the rest on Great Balls, hopefully. Okay. Now to go and find in this game the spot for Lunatone. Bye, Lifehard. Here you are. If anyone's wondering, this is the one with no shiny charms, so this is full odds. The one I'm going to now has the shiny charm, I'm pretty sure. Yep, that's on. Okay. Alright, that one's gonna do the same thing, basically. So let's do that again, shall we? Let's do this one first. And nothing. Okay, fine. Let's sell first. Oh, not the bottle caps. Keep the bottle caps. I'm lucky I didn't see any in the other game. Very good. And those ones I'll keep. Oh wait, buy. Alright, first of all, how many potions do I have? 0. I can get 79. Let's do 50 for now. How many revives? I'll get 2 of those. Make it as equal as the other one. And 114 of those. Hopefully that's fine. Hopefully. Also, if anyone's watching right now, can you guess which of my games have not really explored the Isle of Armor at all? There it is. An extra knowledgeable. Great. That's actually kind of what I wanted. Nest ball. Nope. Good to know. Sure, it's coming from the same direction, but this one's gonna be further down, just a little bit. Okay. Both games are ready to hunt. So I'm gonna need to get the Joy-Cons ready now. Just bring them all out from my case, because I sometimes take my Switches with me. Okay, so left hand will control the lower game, right hand will control the upper game. That's what I've started getting used to, especially with Articuno. Let's keep that consistent. Okay, so this one can change the grip. That's fine. Need to make one change. There we are. I'll keep the other Joy-Con close by. Keep it here. Need to change the grip / order. There we go. This one should be okay. Okay, moving the bigger handheld controllers, not the Joy-Cons, to the side. And I think I'm ready to hunt now. I really think I am. Alright, phone gets set up. That's right, I forgot about that. Okay. Before I start, I don't even know what number Lunatone is. Gonna have to find it very quickly, and I know I'm not going quick enough. That part I get. Oh, found it. 362. I've not even encountered it in this shield, so... That's gonna be interesting. Alright, one of my games are gonna have to slow down a bit. Probably should have kept the increment on 1, just in case. Alrighty. Let's begin, shall we? That is fine, you can explode. Thank you. Cool. Obviously no shiny yet, that's fine. I really hope this stream is public, you know? Yes, it is. Alright, surprised no one's joined yet. That's fine. Okay. Okay. At least we started. That's one good thing. Alrighty. Now, I'll keep it on this game in case that finds the shiny. Good. Yeah, Lunatone's defeated. Alright, this one's gonna run, of course. Well, that shield has not encountered a Brilliant Spawn yet, so there's that. Alright, Night Slash, thank you, Obstagoon. Good. Excellent. Hello, Julie, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Oh, I just realized I haven't got a damp with me in either game. Oh boy. I literally just realized. You're good? Excellent. Well, I'm gonna fix that up quickly, shall we? I'm pretty sure I have one, but which one is it? Okay, I need to search it up. Ability... already forgot what ability it was. There you are, Wooper. I put my Flygon back in. And then give the leftovers back to Rapidash just in case. Let's not swap the Pokemon yet. Hold item to there. Of course I forgot to do this. Of course I did. Alright, well... I honestly don't really have much to say at the moment, sorry guys, but just gotta keep going with the shiny hunt, you know? Alright, do I have anything in this shield with the ability Damp? I really don't know. You're on reset 160 from Moltres? Interesting. Well, I wish you the best of luck then, Julie. Let's go! That is a brilliant spawn, okay. I've got a separate encounter table for these sort of things. So, Quagsire, please. No, that's not Quagsire. Alright, Dreadnought, run. Lunatone, run. That one, please find the Quagsire. That's got the brilliant spawn. Thank you. That was the wrong thing. Actually, I think that was right. I'm starting to get the counters confused now. There we are. Okay. Wait, no, wrong game. That one run, that one catch. You did 100 resets to Zone 20 last night, and guess what you got? Alright, guess how many? I'm gonna guess, like, 3 shinies, Julie. That's my guess. One shiny, okay. And my other guess is it one of the guaranteed alphas? Or is it a different spawn? Then I'll start guessing. Netball, why not? One netball, then I'll start actually catching it. Different, okay. Did you get something like a shiny Tepig? That's my one main guess. No, okay. Good to know. Wait, this game already had a Gallade. Oh, right. I forgot it's part of our team. Alright, Lapras go in. Something worse. Oh. Chikorita? Oh, this has water absorb, damn it. Wait, do I have anything to change its ability before I do anything else? worse than that. I can't really think. What's worse than a Chikorita? I honestly don't know. Unless you mean Charmander. Oh, Fletchling. Oh, wow. It was right next to the zone. Oh, wow. Okay, that was unlucky. Yeah, I don't think I have the item I'm looking for, which means I might need to open my sword. Alright, well. Not even anything in the zone. Yeah, it's true. Like, god damn it. I can understand how that would be very frustrating. I mean, to be fair, Chikorita is like the worst starter just in general. So that's why I kept saying that. But worse than Chikorita? Fletchling. Got it. Okay, so this one's gonna have to link trade, which means I need to open up my sword. Yeah, let's set up a link trade, why not? With myself, of course. So I need to trade the Quagsire, and this game I can trade this random one. That is fine with me. Because starters aren't guaranteed, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, at least you got a shiny, but still, it's very weird that it's another Fletchling. Yeah, at least one. Alright, so. But you wouldn't have minded something else? Yeah, that I get. That I understand. If you're wondering, in my sword, I am leveling up that Quagsire with some experience candies I have. There we go. It's leveled up all the way. Let's raise the HP a bit, shall we? Or is a special defense by 1, I can do that. But you did find a shiny Chimecho this morning. Oh, nice. That was a special defense I raised, so let's use 4 of these. Ability Capsule, that's the one. There it is, now its ability is Damp. I don't even know what its hidden ability is. I'm just happy it is Damp again. You might also beat the 7-star Mighty Venusaur. I keep forgetting about events in Scarlet and Violet. I honestly keep forgetting that's a thing now. Still. God, I keep forgetting about that. Oh, hang on. There's one thing I forgot to do, like, change its moves. So let's go to a Pokemon Center in my sword. And let's try and see if there's any level up moves I want to give it. Alright, very quickly, let's do the Lotto ID in my sword, just because I can. I definitely got a prize. The 4th prize. Which is the bottle of Moo Moo Milk. Of course I got a bottle of Moo Moo Milk. Of course I did. Let's remember a move for Quagsire, shall we? What is it that I want to give it? Yeah, the Moo Moo Milk. Yawn will help. Amnesia, Toxic, Earthquake, Ancient Power. I will get rid of Toxic. Because for shiny hunting, I don't want that. At all. So, what else? I'll let it learn Aqua Tail. Its attack is slightly higher, so there's that. Okay. Yep, those are the moves I wanted to learn. That'll be fine. Also, if anyone's wondering, I'm using the shield that's on my extra profile to shiny hunt. Like I was before, I'm not right this second. But yeah. That should be alright now. See, I've got 1 game hunting with a shiny charm and 1 game hunting without the shiny charm. That's the one that's going to be full odds. The top screen, by the way, if you're wondering. So yeah. Alrighty, now that game can save and don't need sword anymore for now. And there we go, I think that's right now. One more encounter in the bottom shield, and then I'll start double hunting again. I should have one encounter in this one. There we go. Alright, encounter. Good. Alrighty, let's do this. Now we're properly hunting. You'll do 2 more? Fair enough. Oh, I forgot that one was meant to be defeating the Lunatone. Yeah, that's fine. Just keep going, I guess. Brilliant spawns be damned. Alrighty. What happened, Julie? What did you find? Did you find something, Julie? I hope so. Moltres, really? Shiny Moltres? That'd be cool if you did. It's very yellow. Of course. Of course you do that tactic. Anyway... Well, speaking of very yellow, my Lunatone seems very yellow right now. Anyway. And your Chimecho. Very good. That by me, I'm gonna have a drink of water. Okay. Let's keep going. Alrighty. Well, hello, Shadfin. Good to see you. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I really hope you're going well, you know? Sorry, I was doing stuff in the background, don't mind me. Good. Well, at least I've got some Pokeballs I can use to catch this thing in either game, if I find it. If I don't, that's fine, but it's good to check. Besides, I've been collecting different kinds of Pokeballs in my main Sword and Shield anyway. Not the extra shield I'm using to help shiny hunt the Lunatone, but yeah. So both my Sword and Shield have been spending time in the wild area, you know? Collecting warts, battling the occasional Gigantamax form whenever I want, and using warts to purchase the rarer or different Pokeballs. Like the netball that I used to catch the Quagsire earlier. I haven't really spent any other time in my other Switch games, my other Switch Pokemon games, outside of the shiny hunting streams. Not lately, at least. Except for the few times that I've been spending in my Brilliant Diamond, going to Amity Square, just running around, trying to farm up dive balls in preparation for the eventual Cresselia shiny hunt. Because I want to get Cresselia in the dive ball whenever I find it shiny. At least those games already have heal balls ready for Mesprit, I'm pretty sure. I know one of the games does, they don't know about the other one. So that's an update on my stuff with Pokemon right now. And not too much happening outside of shiny hunting, you know? Not a whole lot. So yeah. That's my update for you all, a little bit. I kind of hope we get the shiny tonight, just because. But I honestly don't think we will. Just a feeling. So yeah. Okay. I'll be honest, if the top shield finds the shiny Lunatone, that'll be honestly kind of hilarious. But we'll have to wait and see, won't we? Hello, Evermoony. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope that's the Brilliant Spawn, because I need to defeat that. Oh. Let's see what happens on the top screen then, shall we? Alright, Night Slash. Ooh, almost. Let's do a pin missile, why not? Oh, I'm doing great, because I finally managed to get my dream for ZA, which was to have a full team of nothing but shiny, alpha, steel and rock types. Ooh, very cool, Evermoony. Very nice. Also, I'm glad that was the one I was thinking of. Well, congratulations. What did you get in the end? I can guess one of them might be at least Steelix, but I have no idea. I'm very curious about the rest of them now. The team is Aegislash, Steelix, I was right, Metagross, I should have thought of that, Aggron, Tyrantrum, and your ace is Mega Golisopod. Okay, so the last time I played Legend ZA, I did battle a Mega Golisopod, and I thought it was a bit difficult because I didn't actually know what type it was. I honestly still don't know. I have a feeling it is Bug type, but I don't know what its second type is. Is it second type Rock or something else? 'Cause I really can't tell. I mean, I guess Steel with Steel. It goes from Bug Water to Bug Steel. Oh, gotcha. That's why Close Combat was super effective. And the Flying type moves not. Ah, that makes a lot more sense now. Interesting. Well, thanks for letting me know then, Evermoony. Thank you for that. Excellent. Are you also gonna shiny hunt Soul Rock, or do you already have it shiny? That's the good thing about this Evermoony, about having currently 2 copies of Shield. I was originally shiny hunting both Soul Rock and Lunatone. I managed to get Soul Rock first. So now I'm double hunting for Lunatone. But the funny thing is that one of the games, the bottom one, has the shiny charm. The top one does not. And the top one has not battled 100 Lunatones either. Probably not even 10, honestly. So, that's gonna be interesting, won't it? I'll have to wait and see. Alrighty. At least we've done more than 100 encounters already. That's really good. Yep, controlling 2 games at once is a bit difficult. Well, I wonder which game will get it first. The one with the shiny charm, or the one a bit more unluckier in this case? Who knows? Ah, well. What if he... Ah, right, you've already told me what you haven't up to. An Alpha Shiny Steel and Rock type team in Legend ZA. I did forget about that for a sec. So you say your ace is Mega Golisopod. Are there any others you would consider to be possibly the strongest on your team besides Golisopod? Because just by seeing them, aside from Golisopod obviously, which you've already mentioned, I would probably personally consider either Aegislash or Metagross the next strongest, based on how those two might be used. Ah, well, still nothing yet. Alright, I'm gonna do one more encounter, then I'm gonna get myself some more Pepsi to drink. Oh wait, no, I've got Coke this time. I forgot. Alright, I'm gonna go and get some more soft drink. See you guys in a sec. Alright, I forgot to exit out of the battles, but okay, that's fine. I got myself some more Coke at least. Oh, that was a new encounter, that's why. Yeah, I thought I exited out of the battle, but must have been a new encounter. Good. Come on, Lunatone, you know you want to shine for us on this Moonfell tonight. Exactly. Yeah, hopefully it shines tonight, but even if it doesn't, that's okay. Also, I really wish that they had actually made shinies appear in the overworld, like, that would have made our lives 10 times easier. It's funny you say that, because of course officially that's never gonna happen for Sword and Shield, because obviously it hasn't. But I have seen people mod the game enough, just barely enough, that overworld shinies are a thing. Literally, apparently when the Pokemon are generated in the overworld, it is determined, everything is determined, like their stats, their nature I assume, and if they are shiny or not. But they've made the overworld sprites, the overworld models, shiny locked, so you have to battle them to see if they're shiny or not, like what I'm doing right now, and what I normally do. Because I don't want to mod my switches. At all. Yet. To be fair, I haven't even modded my 3DS or anything older, so... that's just not in my nature. But those people who have modded their switches and done that, they can shiny hunt that way, almost like it's Scarlet and Violet, but like 4 or 5 years earlier. Something like that. I think the last one I saw actually shiny hunting that way was... what's the Twitch name? Tillers? Something along those lines. I remember one of the last times I watched him a while ago, unfortunately. He was shiny hunting at some part of the Crown Tundra. I think he was shiny hunting some part of the Beldum line, I've forgotten what exactly. Probably Metagross if I had to guess. But yeah, he was basically running around, not encountering them the way I did. And yeah, that's how he was shiny hunting, because I can't tell if he modded his Switch or if that's an emulator that he was using. But that's how he was shiny hunting, because he modded his Switch that way, I think. That's my guess. So if he wants to mod your Switch enough, you could do that. Alright, I don't know if that was a brilliant spawn or not. I really don't know. Let's double check. It was not the brilliant spawn that encountered me, got it. Alrighty. Let's defeat this Lunatone up top. Let's do Pin Missile for a bit. Because why not? Okay, that was a critical hit. Very nice. And there we go. Excellent. Okay. Brilliant spawn. In the bottom game. At last. Finally. Explosion. Interesting. Oh, at least Whooper's leveling up. No, you're not evolving. Thank you. Okie dokie. And yes, Julie, I did see your comment as I was speaking before. Yeah, Dynamax Adventures and 2 more nights. It's gonna be a Friday night for me instead of a Thursday night. Which actually kind of makes it a bit better. I don't know, just in my mind it makes it a tiny bit better. So, yeah. And also the main reason I've been collecting different types of Pokeballs, especially from Watts in the wild area, is for Dynamax Adventures. I will confirm that much. But for tonight, let's see what happens. Alright, that's a brilliant spawn on the top game. Excellent. Okay, explosion. How nice. Okay. Okay. More Lunatone, of course. Alright, more Lunatone, of course. Brilliant spawn. Need to make sure I encounter it. There we go. Alright, Zamazenta, come on back out. Oh good, magic room. Alright, cool, I can do this. Behemoth Bash. Excellent. That's more like it. Good. Ah, well, still nothing there. At least we've been encountering some more brilliant spawns, that's one good thing. That's one good thing. Bit more drink. Okay. Another brilliant spawn, okay. These are the most brilliant spawns I've ever seen. I'm glad you're doing Magic Room first, that's really good. Which means I can do Behemoth Bash yet again. Whooper, you're not evolving. Alrighty. Good. Okay. No brilliant spawn this time. No brilliant spawn, okay. Alrighty. Of course not. What else did I expect? More Lunatone! Must encounter as many Lunatone as I can. Nobody in spawn, okay. Alright, no brilliant spawn, that's fine. Okay. More Lunatone. Always get more. No brilliant spawn. Oh well. Let's go. Brilliant spawn, okay. Alrighty, Obstagoon, come back out. And there's Explosion, of course. What else did I expect? So that was quite a bit of a gap between the previous brilliant spawns. It's not too bad. That's fine, I guess. Well, at least both games had a quick encounter that time. That's one good thing. Okay. No more brilliant spawn for now. That's fine, I guess. I think. Okay. More Lunatone! Let's keep going! Well, I want to ask you guys, how's your shiny hunt going right now? Evan Mooney, are you shiny hunting for anything else? Julie, how's your hunt with Moltres going? I've taken a break, I'm about to get back to it. Fair enough. I wish you luck with your hunt then, Julie. How far are you into your hunt, by the way? You're about 200 resets, okay. Interesting. Well, when you get back to it, I wish you luck. Well, still no blue eyes yet, so my hunt's going great, I guess. I have not seen a brilliant spawn in a little while. Yeah, boy. Why do I use a Wooper and Quagsire? I know you spelt it Pooper for some reason. I have them in front because of Explosion. They both have the ability Damp, or at least the Quagsire does now. The Wooper already did. But yeah, the Wooper's in front mostly, actually pretty much only to help against the Explosion. If I had any other of my Pokemon out, they would be risking Explosion and failure of the Shiny immediately. At least with Damp out and Explosion out of the way, or out of the question, I have a better chance of catching the thing. Well, the bottom one already has a Quagsire, so I'd rather not evolve the Wooper. That's just personal preference. It's probably better if I do, honestly, but at this point in time, I'd rather not. Maybe later on I'll change my mind, we'll see. But yeah, why Wooper? Personal preference at the moment. If I didn't have to worry about Explosion or anything like that, then I'd have Gallade out instead of these. But because of the Explosion, I'm trying to mitigate that risk whenever I do find the shiny. What's my favorite Kanto bird shiny? Oh, Brilliant Spawn, cool. Okay. First of all, I will say jokey answer. Jokey answer, Zapdos. Real answer, because I can't really think of anything else at the moment, Pidgeot. And that Articuno was your first. Very cool. I assume you meant the legendaries, that's why I mentioned Zapdos a little bit. But I also started thinking about all the Kanto birds. And I do like Pidgeot's shiny the most. Honestly, I'm actually okay with Doduo and Dodrio, believe it or not. I'm not a huge fan of the green shinies, not really. I don't like Espeon. But for some reason I do like Doduo and Dodrio. But yeah, only including the legendaries, only. Still Zapdos. I just like Zapdos the most. Sure, Moltres is the most different. Articuno is at least noticeably different, hopefully. I still like Zapdos the most. Like, no matter if it has a bad shiny or not. And honestly, I would only say if it's a bad shiny in comparison to the original. Just looking at it by itself, it's still a good shiny. It's still yellow, it's still orange, that sort of thing. It's just slightly different shades of it. That's my opinion. Like, I do like Articuno. I definitely got used to seeing more of it in, like, the anime in certain parts. But I still like Zapdos the most. That one has intrigued me the most. Like, even more than a bird on fire. You know? And I meant that Articuno was my first shiny Articuno. We're both gonna be there soon, Julie. At some point I'll be hunting Articuno again and I'll be able to get the shiny. So I'm gonna join you at some point. But for now, still hunting for Lunatone. No more Brilliant Spawn. Yet. But either way, very good, Julie. Very good. It's kind of funny because, in my opinion, when people say they're like Articuno the most out of the three, I assume that they've seen more of the anime version of those. Instead of like catching them in-game, you know? And that's been me for a while as well, because I remember seeing ages ago the Pokemon movie 2000. And maybe a couple of episodes that featured Articuno, I've forgotten. Definitely later on in my life I remember seeing those. And yeah, that's why I kind of like Articuno a bit. That's pretty cool. But for just the games, yeah, Zapdos has intrigued me way more. Like, the first electric bird, it's still really cool. And that's still kind of why I like Galarian and Zapdos the most out of those three. I will admit, I like Galarian Moltres more than regular Moltres though. It still has those sort of weird flames, but it's not a fire type anymore. I don't know, Articuno to me seems, well, I'd like to say the most different. It's actually kind of similar in some ways. I'd probably say Zapdos is partially the most different. I don't know. It's hard to say. But that's my opinion on those as well. Alright, so Julie, you have mentioned that you say Articuno is your favourite because that was your first shiny Articuno. Ooh, Brilliant Spawn, cool. Before you found the shiny, who would you say was your favourite of those three? Do you think there will be a second ZA DLC? No, I don't think so. I don't think so, because this one that has been released already was announced ages ago, like basically when the game originally released. So yeah, there's no way we're getting a second DLC unless they surprise us for the 30th. I'm guessing that's Galarian or Moltres before you found the Articuno. Fair enough. Fair enough, I get that. No more Coke. Well, there's the explosion, yet again. But after actually seeing Articuno in-game, it's my favourite. Yeah, Articuno just seems, I don't know, not really cooler, except for the literal sense. But more so fancier, I guess? I don't know, something along those lines. Like, I guess prettier in some way, especially since it's got that sort of ice aura in the Let's Go games. Like, before you start the encounter. Icy is partially the word, yes. And honestly, that just kind of makes it look better, even I agree. I still like Zapdos more, though. Alright, more Lunatone, bring them to me. Alright, no Brilliant Spawn. Okie dokie. No brilliant spawn, so let's keep going. Was that a brilliant spawn that just spawned? I don't know, we'll have to find out. Nope, just a regular spawn. Hello, Max. Good to see you. How are you? If you're wondering, the Lunatone hunt is going well. I guess. To be fair, one game is probably close to being half odds. Close. Well, the other game is not close to half odds at all. And if you don't understand, let me know, I'll explain. But in the meantime, what are you up to lately, Max? Are you shiny hunting anything? Are you enjoying any different games? Are you doing anything else that's cool? What's happening with you? No brilliant spawn, okay. Nah, nothing much. Learned to download emulators onto my phone though, now I can play them on the go. Very nice. Ooh, brilliant spawn, I think it's this one right in front. Well, that's actually very good to hear. Are you playing just Pokemon, or are you playing other kinds of potentially Nintendo games? Ooh, Magic Room. Very nice. Good job, Obstagoon. Just Pokemon at the moment. Ooh, very nice. Well, I hope you enjoy your time with that. Are you doing any shiny hunting? Are you playing like a Nuzlocke? Or are you just playing the game normally? How are you going through them? Of course, the answer for me is usually shiny hunting, as you might expect. Then again, I don't use emulators, honestly. I honestly try and get the real things. But for you, Max, might start Fire Red, never finished a Kanto game before, somehow auto-corrected to Mana game. Interesting autocorrect, but yeah, it's a good idea. You've never finished a Kanto game before. Have you played the Let's Go games at all? That'll be interesting if you haven't. But either way, I hope you enjoy yourself in it. Gen 3 is usually a pretty good generation to even start with. I know, it's basically the generation I grew up playing, most of all, before Pokemon Diamond and Pearl came out. You have a Let's Go Pikachu, got halfway and got bored. Oh, I see. Well, I will say that the Let's Go games deviate slightly, but also keep the exact same formula. Basically the exact same story with slightly different characters. The original Kanto games, Fire Red, Leaf Green, they have the original characters. Red, blue, green, all those sorts of things. And literally no Pokemon past... What's the end of the Hoenn Dex? Is it Deoxys? I've forgotten. The thing about Hoenn is that even though it's my favorite region, the selection for Pokemon is so dull. Yeah, you might have a point there. Like, it's not the smallest Pokédex, I'm sure. Obviously, Johto is the smallest. But it's also not that big. At least I think Johto's the smallest. No wait, Kalos is the smallest, isn't it? Anyway, besides the point, yeah. I'm actually gonna do a bit of a comparison right now. In my own time. As in right now a little bit, while I'm shiny hunting. Okay, fair enough, Hoenn's got more than 100. To say the least. And yeah, Deoxys right. So, yeah. I guess I kind of get your point, but also kind of not really, you know? When playing Emerald, I found it so hard to find Pokemon with actual good base stat totals. Yeah, that unfortunately is a bit common in Hoenn. You can find fun Pokemon to use if you're really, like, adventurous. But actual good Pokemon in Hoenn do come few and far between. Even I acknowledge that. Lots of Hoenn Pokemon got final evolutions in Sinnoh. Lots of Hoenn Pokemon? Let me have a look. Like, obviously Roselia is one that I know of. Maybe a couple of others that I can't remember off the top of my head. But lots seems like a bigger number than I thought. Oh yeah, Curdy got another one, that's right. That's two I can think of right now. Let me just encounter this Lunatone quickly. I mean, Moyle got an Mega Evolution, that's fine. Yeah, not a whole lot, but still. I think I understand what you're trying to say. Like, there weren't a lot of really good Pokemon, so a few of them got upgraded in, like, the next generation or so. So, yeah, I get that. I guess that's why you gotta work hard to find the pseudo-legendaries. Like, for example, Metagross. Or Salamence, because they're both a pseudo-legendary, Generation 3. At least if you really want to, I don't know. Otherwise you gotta make do with what you got, I guess. Ah, well, as long as you enjoy yourself there, that's the main thing. Like, there's definitely quite a few Kanto Pokemon that are actually decent. I'm not sure how or why, but I have heard that apparently Fearow is the better choice of regional bird over Pidgeot. I wouldn't know that, I've only used Pidgeot. I have not used Fearow, I have not used Dodrio, nothing like that. But apparently Fearow is the better Kanto bird. Apparently. I don't know how true that is. I always try to branch away from common teams, so it's different every time I play. That is a very good idea. I can get behind that. I think I've started doing something a little bit similar. Like, for the Shining Pearl file that I found Shiny Turtwig on, a bit after I found the Shiny Turtwig during Safari Week last year, I did ask you guys at the time what other Pokemon you'd like me to use on that team. And funnily enough, one of the suggestions was a Chatot. I still haven't gotten it yet because I haven't gotten really up to that point, even though I kind of have. I just haven't entered the route, I don't think. Because now both my Shining Pearls are busy hunting for a Mesprit. But yeah, that's one of the suggestions that I got for the Shining Pearl team. I actually got the sticky notes on my computer here still. So obviously my Shiny Torterra is part of the team. That much is obvious, I hope. The other suggestions were Lucario, Garchomp, which I liked, Toxicroak, Azumarill, and Chatot. I honestly would not know how good that is, Max. I'm glad you kind of know. I have no idea. So, I know Lucario is decent, Garchomp's really good, Azumarill can be good, Toxicroak I know nothing about, and Chatot I know nothing about. Or at least that was the opinion I used to have. I've started using Toxicroak in that game, and it's alright. It's not the greatest, but it's also not the worst. So yeah. If you need any trade evolutions, then I got you. I think I'll only need trade evolutions at some point in the future soon, from Legend ZA. Any other game I have, I'll be fine to work on it by myself. Especially since I've got 2 copies of Sword and 2 copies of Shield ready to go. One copy of Sword I haven't touched since, I don't know, 2019, 2020, approximately. Before the Crown Tundra released. So yeah. If I'm really desperate, I will let you know, okay, Max? At this point in time, I don't have any trade evolutions, as far as I know. Especially in Legend ZA. But at some point in the future, I might. Nothing for the, you know, Kalos/Lumiose Pokédex. But stuff like Charcadet, I might need to get. So we'll see. It was a silly decision of me to delete my Brilliant Diamond save data. I think I've got a bit of regret as well, because I did something similar. When Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl first came out, because my Brilliant Diamond pre-order was coming through delivery, I did not get it on the day the game released. So at some point before, I did pre-order quickly, very quickly, a copy of Shining Pearl to pick up in store, so I could actually play one of them on release day. And that copy of Shining Pearl I actually did a Nuzlocke on, and I got as far as the Elite Four before I lost. That file of my Shining Pearl, I did manage to get the Manaphy egg, but then I guess I reset it or deleted that file and basically started a new one. Literally started a new one. At a time where the next event or two was getting ready. Because at some point I had to rush through the game enough to get access to the mystery gift, to then get the items for Shaman and Darkrai. I think Shaman was up first, so I had to rush enough through the game to get the Shaman item. And then I could not touch the game again until the Darkrai item released. The other thing that's kind of funny is that straight after failing my Nuzlocke on like the second or third Elite Four, after I went back to the Pokemon League's Pokemon Center lobby area thingy, I got one egg of the Manaphy egg that I had in that game, and I actually hatched it because I actually wanted to see that before I deleted that file. That file never got another Manaphy egg, which is alright I guess. I have two Manaphys from the Sinnoh games, it's fine. But yeah. I need to take a Shiny Hunt and Brilliant Diamond right after hatching that Manaphy and trading stuff over, or using Pokemon Home I guess, I don't know. I don't know if it was released at the time. And then starting my Piplup Shiny Hunt. I know I started the Shiny Hunt at some point December 2021, because I remember 2021 Christmas Day, I got the Shiny Starly. And then the next day, Boxing Day, I got the Shiny Piplup. So I must have started it like mid to late December. I'm pretty sure. And it's funny how you did a Nuzlocke of Shining Pearl as well. Or do you mean the DS version? Anyway, either way. I feel like I've told that story before. Oh, Brilliant Spawn, I didn't see that. But at the same time, slightly different stories to tell. You won the DS version of Pearl. You won Pokemon Pearl. Interesting. I'll be honest, I've inherited a couple of my Pokemon games from a couple of friends and family over the last few years, especially when I started shiny hunting. Like, I got my friend's Alpha Sapphire, that on the one hand I wanted to restart the save and shiny hunt the starters, double hunting, because I had Omega Ruby by that point. But then I saw it had the Eon ticket, so I knew at that point I couldn't delete it. But hey, at least a couple of months ago I eventually found my old copy of Alpha Sapphire, so all good there. Including my old DS's. And my old Game Boy. And my old Switch. So yeah, quite a bit of stories. Video game wise for me. Oh, you won the Nuzlocke. Oh, okay. Very good. Congratulations on winning the Nuzlocke. That's pretty good. It's kind of funny because, in my late teenage, early adult years, I did start getting into doing more Nuzlockes. And I remember one of the first ones I started was in my old copy of Sapphire. Especially with the clock not working. And I think that was the first one I actually won. I'm pretty sure, at least. I've forgotten. I really have forgotten. I'll have to double check that at some point. But I did start a couple of others after that. The furthest I got was when I was playing Sapphire, or sorry, a new version of Sapphire, alongside Alpha Sapphire. Yes, I deleted my Alpha Sapphire profile for a Nuzlocke. That's probably worse than deleting my Shining Pearl save file. Ah, well. It is what it is. At least I have a Hoenn remake that has access to the Eon ticket. Well, another 2 others that can shiny hunt for the starters and other things. Whenever I get around to that. A lot of games to shiny hunt in. Too many choices sometimes. I did the same thing for Omega Ruby, but never finished the Nuzlocke. Yeah. Yeah, that I get, because I've really only finished a couple of my Nuzlockes. For myself. Of course, the original Sapphire one I've already mentioned. I'm pretty sure I won. Actually, no, I don't think I did win that. I don't remember battling Steven. So no, I don't think I won that one. I think it was in 2021 that the Switch that I'm currently not using did a Nuzlocke on Sword. And aside from 1 or 2 really painful deaths, I actually did manage to win that. But it was harder than I thought. To be fair though, I don't even need to tell a story about that. I've got a video series documenting that run on my channel. That's the only one I don't really even need to explain. But it was a good time. I'm still annoyed that I battled that that high level Vikavolt so early in my game. Thinking, oh, I could catch this, that'll be awesome! And then I find out I can't. Windows security, go away. Nothing important to tell me? Then go away, thank you. I do remember my starter died in that battle because of my stupid decisions. But yeah, I agree, I probably do need to do another Nuzlocke on the channel. But I'd have to start a brand new file for that. Obviously, but still. I guess technically when I need to train up, I could do some shiny hunting on the side. while it's training up. In theory, at least. Brilliant Spawn. Just get an emulator. I mean, that's technically the same problem. Starting a new profile, that sort of thing. I mean, I'm not opposed to doing it on my Switch, you know? I don't know. I'm just more used to shiny hunting nowadays, I guess that's the thing. Hello, Saras, good to see you. How are you? As you can see, we're still shiny hunting for Lunatone. In 2 games this time. To one of the older games. You have got a point there. You really, really do. Without using an emulator, I don't have an easy way of recording DS or 3DS gameplay. In which case I might need an emulator for that, who knows. We'll see, we'll see. Maybe there's something I can do it this year. Ooh, you got the Shalfa Skarmory today, did you, Saras? I hope so. If you did, congratulations. That's awesome. Oh, Julie. You did say guess. No Brilliant Spawn. No shiny either. Oh well. Well, seriously, Saras, congratulations. Did you see its nature, and was it calm? Oh, you did as well, Julie. Very cool. Is that a guess for Saras's one, Julie, or are you saying your one's nature? It was naive, okay. Okay. No, you didn't. I see. I changed it and now it's ready for battle. Very good, Saras. That is so cool. Have you seen its mega form, by the way? Because when you say Shalfa, I assume it's Legend ZA. That'll be really cool to see a giant Mega Skarmory shiny. But yeah, once again, congratulations, that's really cool. By the way, I'm sorry guys, it is nearing the end of stream. I will go to 800 encounters before I end this stream. Which would be, I think... 760 encounters, hopefully, since I started this. I'll have to double check, but yeah. But yeah, it's nearing the end of stream now. Anyway. No brilliant spawn, okay. Okay. Well, if I don't mess up encounters, basically 2 more Lunatones for each game. And 2 more spawns of Lunatones, even after these. And then that's it for the stream. Whether we find the shiny or not. Alright, last set of 2. No brilliant spawn, got it. Yeah, sorry Saras, you did seem to join last second. But it was good to see you at least. And I'm glad you found the shiny you were looking for. At least I hope you did. I hope it was the shiny you were looking for. But yeah. So that's going to be the end of tonight's live stream. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like. And if you want to see more content just like this one, then please hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with all my videos and shiny hunts, and even more. Usually those 2 things, but occasionally more. Thanks, it took you like 2 days. Very cool, Saras. Have a good night, everyone. Just out of curiosity, I've even forgotten what I'm doing tomorrow night. So let's find out. Tomorrow night is Regice. Okay. Going back to Sword and Shield for even more hunting. See you tomorrow then.